Black sea bass on freshwater bass lures. I don't purposely bring an assortment of freshwater lures with me when I head out on the salt, but there's usually a bunch of used ones in the discard pile on my front deck, and lately it's been mostly crawfish imitation. Soft plastics designed to mimic crawfish work slowly across the bottom, appeal to everything from porgies to stripers, and are extremely effective for black sea bass in inshore waters. I don't really know what a saltwater fish thinks a plastic crawfish is. A baby lobster, maybe. But there's a wide array of crustaceans and other assorted creatures crawling and swimming around on or near the bottom in the eat or get eaten underwater world. And bottom-oriented predators just don't seem to be all that pleasant. After taking advantage of the calm seas to relocate a few miles, I got right back on the sea bass. Admittedly, you've got to sort through a bunch of shorts before you catch a few legal fish if you're fishing for meat. I'm just out fun fishing this day, so it doesn't really matter to me. I usually like to sit in a little deeper water and cast towards shallow water to find out what depth the fish are actually using. I may start out casting to 6 or 7 feet of water and working the bait out to whatever depth I'm sitting in. In this instance, I wasn't getting bit until I got the bait very close to the boat. I repositioned so I could cast parallel to the break line and work the entire retrieve through that 20-foot depth range. There's a swing and a miss, but one thing about sea bass, they almost always come back for another try at it. Well, that 16-incher would have been supper tonight if I'd brought along the cooler. When you get on them, the action is usually pretty fast. So if you're not catching one every few casts, it's probably time to look for a bunch that's more in the mood to feed. Even with the claws chewed off, they still keep hitting the plastic claw. As the current grew stronger with the progressing tide, I had to switch to a heavier jig head to keep the bait in contact with, or at least near the bottom. I went from my 1/4 ounce head to a 1/2 ounce head and felt more comfortable with the heavier lure on a casting rod and 15-pound test line. Looking around the discard pile on my front deck, I found a Lunker City Osmo creature bait. I rigged that up on the half-ounce head and caught my last 4 or 5 fish on that bait. If I don't know what they think a plastic crawfish represents in salt water, I have no idea what that thing represents in a fish's mind. But if they're willing to eat it, that's fine by me. Thanks for watching.